Do an update on how is living in Chicago. Number one, it is April. Even though it's April, y'all, you see what I have on? I have on a hood, I have on a sweatshirt, y'all. It's still cold outside. We have good days, but most days are pretty cold. Your girl is still not really used to parking on the street, okay? Where I stay, like it's just parking on the street. We do have parking lots, but it's like $200 a month to park in the parking lot. I just ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a place where you don't have to pay to park at your apartment. I mean, damn, okay? But I say all of that to say I do still love Chicago. I realize, you know, because your girl, I don't really, last time I had a boyfriend, I believe I was in like the 5th grade. Yeah. That was the last time, because it's very, very hard for me to understand how people stick with people. You know, like if you're in a relationship, you know, you got to stick it out and work through the hard times and all of this other stuff. And I'm 24 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty selfish right now. So sometimes relationships just don't make no damn sense to me. But child, Chicago has taught me why people stick with the people who they love, because I love Chicago, but Chicago be putting me through some bullshit. My car was snowed in February, and I got a motherfucking parking ticket. You know, just like grocery shopping and stuff. Like back home, Target is like a big ass store, and we do have regular size Targets here, but for the most part, like Targets be kind of sort of small. We don't have Food Lion. I never thought that I would miss seeing a Food Lion. I miss seeing Food Lion. It's just like in Chicago, like if you want to get like a real experience at a store, like if you don't want a neighborhood Walmart, then you have to kind of sort of go outside of the city. So that's completely different. But I will say that my business has helped me love Chicago so much. Like at the previous place that I was working at, that wasn't my business. So you know, you kind of sort of like if you're working at somebody else's place, or you know, you have management over you, their vibe is set because they're the boss. So I enjoy Chicago. Like last year, November to January, I enjoyed it, but I like really started enjoying Chicago in February to now, because like I said, I have my own business. So excuse me, I'm able to you know, control my time more. I've definitely been able to go out and about and see the city. I met friends. I said a prayer. I was like, God, I need friends. If I don't get friends pretty soon, I'm gonna go crazy. And he blessed me with friends. So I've definitely been having people to go out with, people to call. I've been meeting a lot of Black business owners. My clients are dope as fuck. Like they come up in this room. I've made it a habit to make sure that I ask people every time a client comes into my room, so what type of business do you have? Because people in Chicago have businesses like whether it's a t-shirt, mounting something on a wall, making clothes, drawing, doing music. Like these people are doing stuff, you know. Like back home we used to network as far as like, oh, if such and such is having a show, you know, give me a holler, let me know, I'll pull up and perform. But in Chicago, people know about like lawyers and shit. People know about loans and how to set your business up for this, to get that. And you know, I've just been blessed enough to run into the right people who have been definitely guiding me and helping me in the direction that I need to go into. However, I don't know if I'm going to be in Chicago next winter, as far as like staying in the city, because Chicago's winters are horrible. Like even in April when it gets like cold outside, or I'm feeling like the wind or something, I already be thinking to myself like, damn, I really don't think that I'm gonna be here in the wintertime. And a lot of people do leave Chicago in the wintertime. You know, like most people, like they venture out to LA to go on vacations, or you know, go back to their hometown, which for me is North Carolina. But you know, that's a whole nother, you know, I got a little bit more time till wintertime to think about what I'm gonna do. But Chicago is definitely a city that you have to adjust to. Everything is different in North Carolina. Like the gas stations look like a Saturday night all the time, because people are always at the gas station. It's very popular and very soothing to wash your car in Chicago as well. What else about Chicago? It's just so much, you know. It's just so much, so many things that I'm probably completely forgetting, that I've gotten used to and take advantage of. It's always something fun to do in Chicago. Like it's always something to do in Chicago. It's always some type of bar. Oh yes, that's another really big thing. So it's the area in Chicago called Hyde Park, and Hyde Park is like with, now granted I haven't traveled around all of Chicago, but I'm very, very familiar with Hyde Park. And Hyde Park has like so many black businesses and stuff in the area, and surrounding Hyde Park as well has so many black businesses. And not like, and shout out to the black businesses back home, but these black businesses, a lot of black businesses back home are more like African black businesses, versus Chicago has like African American and African black businesses. So, you know, even though I am, my ancestors, you know, come from Africa, you know, I'm an African American or whatever. I don't fucking know. That's a whole nother conversation, but I'm an African American. So sometimes, you know, I want to see African Americans, the ones with, you know, our pictures on the walls and stuff, and, you know, like women who I know on the wall. I went to a bar yesterday and it was like Nina Simone and Malcolm X and Maya Angelou and all of these pictures and stuff. And also another cool thing is that these business owners are my age. So when I go in there, I see young, you know, African American stuff. So that's hella dope. Hella dope. Like, we got an ice cream parlor. That ice cream place is the bomb. We got a bookstore. We got artwork. We got CDs, DVDs. Like, it's dope. It's dope. Chicago's dope. It's definitely a vibe. Also, like in the movies where it's the black man in the park and they playing with the chess games and stuff, that definitely goes on in Chicago. I asked one of my clients, like, do y'all have cookouts in Chicago? And he was like, yeah, we have cookouts, but where I come from, a cookout is in your backyard, but in Chicago, a cookout is like at the park, and people just start pulling grills out and shit, pull up tables and set up a whole picnic. Like, it's dope, man. It's dope. What else about Chicago's culture? Yeah, it's a lot. If you are interested in traveling to Chicago, I definitely suggest that you travel to Chicago in the summertime. If you come here in the wintertime, come here to see people that you really love. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all will be stuck in the house because it's going to be cold, okay? Only do be stuff to do in the wintertime, but I mean, don't nobody want to be outside in no 15 degrees weather. I don't, and I had to be out there. So yeah, that's my little update on Chicago. I've been here for 5 months, and it's a love-hate relationship. It's a love-hate relationship. Now I'm a motherfucking stay.